A fantastic day, my dear students. I'm Mr. Ricky Siroque, and I would like to welcome you to our Cookery 10 class. Make sure you have your learning packets with you to guide you in today's lesson. Are you ready? Let's proceed! To start the lesson, allow me to give the content standard, performance standard, and the specific objectives for today's lesson. For the content standard, the learners demonstrate preparing and cooking cereals and starch dishes. For the performance standard, the learners independently prepare and cook cereals and starch dishes. Our lesson is based on the learning competency. LO2, prepare starch and cereal dishes with a sub-skill of 2.3, following safety and hygienic practices while working in the kitchen. At the end of the lesson, learners are expected to do the specific objectives. Number 1, identify the guidelines on proper handling of foods. Number 2, describe the guidelines on proper handling of foods. And number 3, state the importance of following the safety guidelines on proper handling of foods. Let's see if you still remember your previous topic by playing Gina G ka na ba? What you're going to do is to name the 5 kinds of pasta within 5 seconds. Number 1, Gina Gina for 5 seconds. If your answer is fettuccine, that is correct. Number 2, Gina Gina for 5 seconds. The correct answer is vermicelli. Number 3, Gina Gina for 5 seconds. If your answer is angel's hair, that is correct. Number 4, Gina Gina for 5 seconds. If your answer is rotini, that is correct. Number 5, Gina Gina for 5 seconds. The answer is wagon wheels. Perfect. Great! I hope you remembered the previous lesson with the help of the different pictures presented to you. Now, to check your background knowledge on today's lesson, I prepared 10-item questions. Here's what you're going to do. Write yes if the statement gives you a correct idea, and no if does not. Underline the words or the word that makes the statement incorrect. Write the answer on your module. For number 1, wash your hands after handling food for 5 seconds. If your answer is yes, that is correct. We need to wash hands before and after handling food. Number 2, remove necessary clutter from surfaces for 5 seconds. answer is yes. We need to clean up before and after we work. Number 3, wash and disinfect your rubbish bin once a month for 5 seconds. Ew, so dirty. The correct answer is no. We should wash and disinfect the rubbish bin every day, or depends on how you use it. Number 4. Before you do your weekly shopping, check and set apart old and fresh food, then clean shelves and racks for 5 seconds. Yes, that is correct. We want our cabinet or drawers to be clean before we put a new food item on it. Number 5. Use the same cloth for surfaces and dishes for 5 seconds. Nice! The answer is no, because there's a lot of bacteria already present in that cloth when it is already used in a particular place. Number 6. Change the dishcloth frequently, which you use in wiping surfaces every day for 5 seconds. Perfect. The answer is yes. Number 7. Use the same chopping board for your meat, fish, fruits, and vegetables for 5 seconds. Great! The answer is no. We are oriented that in every food item, it has its colored chopping board to be used. We use colored coding of the chopping board to prevent the spread of bacteria. Number 8. Wash surfaces that get touched for 5 seconds. Yes, that's nice. You got it. We want to be clean and free from microbes. Number 9. Use a cloth towel for any mess that is likely to cause contamination, such as raw meat or eggs, and anything that has fallen on the floor for 5 seconds. Fantastic. The answer is yes. We want to prevent cross-contamination of the food we wanted to prepare. Number 10. If something has spilled, make sure to map it in your most convenient time for 5 seconds. Perfect. The answer is no, because spilled water or any form of liquid on the floor causes accident. Therefore, we should mop and dry the surface immediately. Congratulations! Let us have more practice to make ourselves competent working inside the kitchen and to prevent hazard or danger. Now, I want you to observe each picture. What have you noticed? Write the answer on your module for 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay, your observations are correct. Pictures in column A represent the proper and ideal ways in the kitchen, while pictures in column B are exactly the opposite of those in column A, or in column B. These are some of the things that we should avoid and must not do in the kitchen. Your observations today are perfect to start our lesson. The great majority of people will experience foodborne diseases at some point in their lives. This highlights the importance of making sure the food we eat is not contaminated with potentially harmful bacteria, parasites, viruses, toxins, and chemicals. Foodborne or the food can become contaminated at any point during production, distribution, and preparation. Everyone along with the production chain, from producer to consumer, has a role to play to ensure the food we eat does not cause diseases. Poor cleaning and personal hygiene habits practices can cause food contamination, food poisoning, and the spread of infection. To avoid infectious diseases inside the kitchen, here are the guidelines on proper handling of food. Number 1. The food handlers. The food handlers must undergo training on food safety and obtain medical certificate from the local, provincial, city, municipal health office. He or she also must observe proper hand washing technique. Wear a complete cooking outfit and use disposable gloves for direct food contact. Observe personal hygiene at all times. Avoid handling food if you are sick. For number 2, kitchen facilities. Use separate equipment and utensils for handling raw food. Sanitize all surfaces and equipment used for food preparation. Clean thoroughly the cutting boards and work area after each use. Protect the kitchen area and food from insects, pests, and other animals. Repair immediately broken but still functional kitchen tools, utensils, and equipment to be ready for the next use. Provide garbage containers for proper waste disposal. And number 3, food preparation and cooking. Check expiry date of food commodities bought and those in stock. Use iodized salt as a must in salt-seasoned preparation. Cover the food properly. Practice segregation of materials. It means we should separate the plates from glasses and spoon and fork. Store food properly. As you can see in the picture, if you don't have a refrigerator, you can use food cabinet to store food. Safe temperature. Do not leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. It causes spoilage. Refrigerate promptly all cooked and perishable food, preferably below 5 degrees Celsius, within 4 hours. Therefore, cook only food that your family can consume on your meal. Do not store food too long, even in the refrigerator. Thaw food inside the refrigerator, not at room temperature. It causes spoilage or the food may contaminate. Check internal temperature during cooking to assure proper endpoint time, and temperature has been met to at least 70 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Reheat cooked food thoroughly to 70 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. Now, I feel confident that you have taken down notes during our discussion. I know you can answer this activity. My dear students, kindly help me to answer the things that we should remember. I will give you 5 seconds to answer for every number. Choose the phrase that best describes each statement. Here are the choices: food handlers, kitchen facilities, food preparation and cooking, safe temperature. Number 1. Do not leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. For 5 seconds. Correct. That is safe temperature. Number 2. Avoid handling food if you are sick. For 5 seconds. Good. That is food handlers. Number 3. Undergo training on food safety and obtain medical certificate from the local, provincial, city, municipal health office for 5 seconds. Nice! That is food handlers. Number 4. Check expiry date of food commodities bought and those in stock for 5 seconds. Oh, great! That is food preparation and cooking. Number 5. Reheat cooked food thoroughly to 70 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours for 5 seconds. Correct! That is safe temperature. Number 6. Repair immediately broken but still functional kitchen tools, utensils, and equipment to be ready for next use for 5 seconds. Wow, that is kitchen facilities. Number 7. Clean thoroughly the cutting boards and work area after each use for 5 seconds. Amazing! That is kitchen facilities. Number 8. Observe proper hand washing technique for 5 seconds. Oh, nice! That is the job of food handlers. Number 9. Provide garbage bin for proper waste disposal for 5 seconds. Fabulous! That is kitchen facilities. Number 10. Thaw food inside the refrigerator, not at room temperature, for 5 seconds. Nice! That is safe temperature. Congratulations for the good work. That is good job. In what subject area we can integrate our today's topic? Right, that is science. Because we encounter different terminologies related to science such as temperature, bacteria, and viruses. How about the values? Did you learn? Yes, that is safety is your best tool inside the kitchen. Also, we learned the importance of being clean not only in ourselves but also in the kitchen that we are working at. To generalize today's topic, I want you to complete each statement. I know, I do, and I share. For example, I know how to identify the guidelines on proper handling of food. I apply the guidelines on proper handling of food. And I share the important guidelines on proper handling of food by setting a good example to others. Now, it is your turn. We have now reached the end part of our lesson. I want you to answer our short quiz. Write true if the statement gives you a correct idea. If it is false, replace the underlined word or words to make it correct. I will give you 5 seconds to answer for every number. Write your answer in your module. Number 1. In food preparation and cooking, use rock salt as a must in salt-seasoned preparations for 5 seconds. Of course, that is false. It is required to use iodized salt because it is safe and has iodine content that is good for our body. Number 2. Do not leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours for 5 seconds. Fantastic! The answer is true. Number 3. Wear a complete baking outfit and use disposable gloves for direct food contact for 5 seconds. Oh, I am pretty sure that it is false because the proper outfit is cooking outfit. Number 4. Thaw food inside the refrigerator, not at room temperature, for 5 seconds. Amazing! That is true. Number 5. Check expiry dates of food commodities bought and those in stock for 5 seconds. Perfect. The answer is true. 2 thumbs up for all of you, my dear students. For your assignment, it is an essay. Write your most memorable experience in following safety and hygienic practices while working in the kitchen. Here is the rubric and the criteria. So be guided by the rubric that you can see in your module. Your TLA teacher will assess your essay. How did you find our lesson for today? Amazing? Exciting? What favorite part of the lesson did you enjoy the most? Oh, it is great to know that you enjoyed our discussions as well as the activities presented to you. Remember that every learning must be applied to a real-life situation. Always remember, anuman ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. See you next time. Bye!